Hi-Fi Rush is a rhythm action game that mixes classic beat 'em up with music. If that interests you already, well, I think you're going to be straight up excited after this video. I hope at least. What's up gamers? This is Beaversrock, and today I'm going to be telling you about the game of the year. Unless another good Sonic game comes out, but I doubt it. The game opens up with Chai, our main character, coming in to participate in Project Armstrong. The specifics of why he's volunteering aren't clear, but you can clearly see something is wrong with his arm in the opening cutscene, so it's self-explanatory. Thankfully, we don't need to know about Chai's reason for being here, we just need to know that he's here and that the boss of Vandelay created his own problem all on his own. With an MP3 player in our chest and our bad arm turned good arm, we leave the building and find out.
Hey! Alright, kid. Robotic arm, LX-75, magnetic waste management fixture.
Wait, magnetic waste management?
Foreign object warning. Looks like a defect. Take him in. Is that a weapon?
I don't think so.
I think he's resisting.
Wait, what?
You think he's resisting? Now hold. Before we get into the combat, I gotta say, I am unbelievably bad at attacking on the beat. Even as I kept playing the game, my on-beat statistic was solidly in the 50 to 60% range. But I did get the hang of mashing buttons, so I didn't do terribly. The combat in this game is amazing. There is one simple gimmick, and it's that glorious beat. All attacks in the game happen on the beat of the music, including the enemies. When you click the attack button, or press, I'm not biased against controllers, on the beat, you do more damage than if you were to not. What this means for other people more skilled than I am, is that they can complete the fights a lot faster than I can. With that said, because I'm such an epic gamer, I was still getting S ranks for the combat time. Because while I may not be able to attack on the beat, I do take lessons from Sonic the Hedgehog and go fast. The combat is smooth, fast, and fun in Hi-Fi Rush, and I would go as far to say it's one of the best combat systems I've ever had the pleasure of playing in my years of gaming. Which is pretty high praise, I think. There were no technical issues to be had in my experience, and all the issues I did have were, to be honest, skill issues. I do want to talk more about the combat, and I might later, but I do want to actually finish this video, so I'll hold myself back for now. Maybe I'll make another video specifically talking about the combat. Since I am technically reviewing the game, I'm going to give scores of up to 5 for each part I talk about. And combat gets the full score of 5 Corsicas for being very cool. It's hard to live up to a combat system as good as that, but the art style and art direction of this game do it stupendously. Initially, I wasn't sure about the art, if I'm being perfectly honest, but the second I saw Corsica, wow. I'm just kidding. But Corsica is the best character. Anyway, I don't know how to segue that, so Hi-Fi Rush mixes 3D animation with 2D animation and does it well. The cutscenes are mainly 3D with really nice transitions to 2D for some. I can't really explain it well enough to do it justice, so I will simply show you a cutscene that does it.
Are you done? Here's your Project Armstrong pass. And welcome to Vandalay campus.
He's such a goof. He looks so good in 2D. Now, I may consider myself an artiste, but I'm not particularly knowledgeable about art terms and whatnot, so I can't describe how cool this is. I just make pictures. So if you can't see or understand how cool this is, then like, I don't know how to help you. What I can explain slightly is the 3D part. On its own, the 3D models, I think, are the weakest part of the cutscenes. That's my opinion. Disagree, agree, doesn't matter to me. The reason why it's not actually an issue is because the cutscenes give the characters so much life. Hell, not even just the cutscenes, the combat as well. The characters are always moving. They are never standing perfectly still. Well, except in the hideout, I suppose. Even in cutscenes, they may be standing there talking to the other characters, but in those cases, their facial expressions are always changing or they have small body language movements. My favorite cutscene where not too much is happening in particular is this one. By the way, minor spoilers ahead. If you care about that, skip ahead about 40 seconds. 40 to 50 seconds. Don't worry.
So, what's the plan now that we defeated the big bad?
I think it's premature to celebrate.
Don't think you realized it yet.
Appreciate you putting your life on the line, but you gotta snap out of it.
And that's all I have to say about that. My rating for the art lays at a 4.5 Chai's scarf for being silky smooth, or at least I assume his scarf is silky smooth. Now for the last thing, the dialogue. This is going to be the shortest category, I think, and I'm not changing the script if it turns out to be the longest because I think that's funny. The easiest way to describe Hi-Fi Rush's dialogue is to compare it to old cartoons that actually had a story. The characters have a good mix of seriousness as well as humor, but I suppose I should explain it a bit better than that. Each character has their own personality. Chai is reckless and self-confident, Peppermint is level-headed and reliable,
We've got work to do.
Hale is a piece of garbage, and Zanzo is a JoJo character. There's a lot of very different personalities that interact, and it's all very funny. Kale may be a piece of garbage, but he does have some funny reactions. He's a character that tries to be serious, but in the end, he's kind of like a delinquent, just wants his coffee, and will take the easy way out of yelling at people. That's all I've got for the dialogue. I don't want to get too much into it, since I think it'd be much better for you to experience for yourself. And also because I am not very good at explaining things. For my personal rating of the dialogue alone, I'd say 3.5 upset peppermints, but combined with the character's liveliness, it goes up to a 4 happy peppermints. Hi-Fi Rush is one of the best games I've ever played. I don't know what else to say. There's more I want to talk about, but it gets into spoiler territory, so that won't be in this video. If you want to see me talk about the overall story, then like the video or comment down below, being like, hey, you should talk about this more. I'll definitely be more motivated to make it with feedback, and it'll come out sooner. Now, I shall leave you with a clip from my playing of the game because I don't know how to finish the video. Peace out, gamers. I barely won that.
You got a killer track. But every song's gotta end.
That was an amazing one-liner. I loved that. Holy moly.